Why, yo, guys, what's up? This is Apex. This is my companion, Slick.
Hi, guys.
So many comics to talk about to you today. We got Venomverse, we got G.I. Joe, we got Batman, we got Ultimate Wolverine. I don't even know where to begin this week. What about you, Slick?
Yeah, I'm going to talk about the Web of Venomverse. Web of Venomverse, the Fresh Brain, #1. We have a connection of 3 stories. We will have 3 symbiotes in this comic. We have a Venomouse, Katie Powers, and a brand new Eddie Brock. Who's going to be a new protector? I'm going to let you read it to find out. To be honest with you guys, it's not my type of comic. I don't really follow the whole story. I get a little bit mixed up with everyone, who is who. The Venomverse is a little bit too much for me. Too many comics, too many stories. What about you, Apex? What do you think about it?
Well, I'm kind of confused about the whole Venomverse situation. We got a little bit too many Venomverse comics, Venom comics coming out all at the same time. I'm not a big fan of the whole Katie Power becoming a Venom. They're kind of reintroducing the Power Pack with this comic, and you know, Power Packs disappeared for a lot of years, and their reintroduction of the Power Pack to me was just a disappointment. You know, Katie Powers out of the blue just taking on a mantle as one of the Venoms. Also, I'm not a big fan of how the Power Pack is bringing in this woke sentiment of, you know, pride elements into the comic. We see a panel where I believe it's Katie Powers walking in this rainbow behind her. We know the whole history about, you know, sexuality in comics. I wasn't a big fan of this comic in general. So I give it a thumbs down.
Now we're gonna move on to the next comic.
For the next comic, we got a Leonardo Romero and Chris Peter G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero #1. I believe I spoke last week about one of the famous titles of G.I. Joe silent comics that was brought in by Larry Hama back in the day, where they only had 2 weeks notice to come out with a book. And so they had to cut out the storyline, or at least the wording. You know, the wording in general had to be cut out just to make time for the comic. But anyway, so we got another one here. I guess they're trying to revive that old silent story comic. Very good comic, in my opinion. It has as a portrayal a Native American warrior. Not really sure who the character is because I'm not a big follower of G.I. Joe. I do watch the movies. I had some figures growing up. But he's obviously a very skilled hunter, and he has a pet eagle, and they go around and they figure out that there's some kind of transformer in their midst. He runs into a book that has, you know, some secret lab stuff going on that talks about the transformer, and you know, it's one of those comics that bring you into a story. It's a pretty fantastical story. It's enjoyable. I liked it. Kids will probably love it. Not much there. I'd say buy this book. It's a pretty entertaining book. I don't know about resale value on the secondary market, but definitely a good book. Going on to the next comic, I got Detective Comics 1096. So this is cover B. Cover A is very interesting. It shows someone's hands going through Batman's mask. Really good cover. I bought cover B because underneath cover B is going to be cover A anyways. Very good comic. I really enjoyed the storyline. It basically talks about a villain called Elixir who breaks into a prison, and she has Joe Chill. You remember Joe Chill? He's the guy that killed Batman's parents, and she tries to coerce Batman into killing Joe Chill to get revenge. But you know, Batman doesn't kill, guys. One thing that you know about Batman, he's a detective, he's everything, he's a superhero, he fights, he can break bones, do all that good stuff. But one thing that he does not do is kill. And this is one of the main points about this comic, is that he's faced with this decision to make. And he decides to do the right thing, which is let Joe Chill live with the fact that he must suffer in prison. Very good comic. It's got a good moral tale to it. I recommend it. Very good cover. The cover is awesome, guys. If anything on the secondary market, the cover is what's going to get people to buy this comic. All right, going on to the next comic. We got Ultimate Wolverine #4. You know, there's not much I can't say about Alessandro Capuccio. One thing I will tell you is this guy, he's an amazing artist, guys. For me, he really reminds me of a good Marco Checchetto. You know, they're both Italian. They're bringing their trade from Italy. There's a lot of similarities in the artwork. And very good comic, guys. We see more elements of Wolverine, and Wolverine seems to be getting more of his memory back in this comic. You're starting to see him as less of a machine and more of a person, more of a human being. And at the end of this comic, we got a very, very, very big first appearance of a character that in the main Marvel mainstream 616, you know, was a superpower. And I'm pretty sure X-Men fans will recognize this character at the end of the book. It's a reimagining of this character in the Ultimate Universe. Very good book. I recommend you buy it. Okay, next cover. Oh, guys, before I go, this is the first cover. There's more covers. There's 1 in 10, which is very good as well. I don't have it in my possession, but it's a very good comic. Wolverine #400. Legacy 400 Wolverine. Very, 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 very good book. We have Daniel Warren Johnson. This is a Daniel Warren Johnson cover. He's also involved in the last story of this book. Very good book. The artwork is phenomenal. The stories are very good. We see something going on with Wendigo. I don't know if you guys remember, Wendigo is on Hulk 181. He's the monster that battled Wolverine in his first appearance. Very good book. We see there's going to be a surprise with Wendigo. I'm not going to tell you what happens. It's kind of a bittersweet ending for him. But I'm just going to leave it at that. You might want to pick it up just for that story right there. There's a third story in this book by Daniel Warren Johnson. Very, very interesting artwork. He puts the same art that he does with Transformers, same tender loving care that he does for that comic, he does for this. Very good story. It shows Wolverine in, I want to say, feudal Japan, ready to fight some samurais. Guys, I don't want to give you too much. Definitely pick this book up. It's one of my favorite Wolverine titles. I would have to say it all the time because I just think it is. Very good book. Next comic. Next comic, we have Incredible Hulk versus Godzilla. Guys, I chose this cover just because I like this boxing background cover that they have. It reminds me of those old boxing posters that you see in Rocky movies, you know. Definitely a memento for anybody that's an athlete and likes, you know, colorful comics and nostalgia. It has a nostalgia value that is irresistible in my opinion. But anyways, going on about this comic, Hulk versus Godzilla. You know, we have Hulk who goes back and forth between being Bruce Banner and the Incredible Hulk. He's in battle with Godzilla and then realizes that there's another villain. And both him and Godzilla somewhat team up to fight this one monster that was created. And then we got a cameo appearance by none other than Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, who's the Red Hulk. And they leave you on a cliffhanger, guys. Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, he interferes between the fight, and at the end of the comic, they leave you on a cliffhanger thinking that maybe he might turn into, you all know who, Red Hulk. We're not sure if he does because it's not in this comic, but it would be no surprise to me if he does in the future.
Okay, guys, so that's it for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, guys, please. We need all the help we can get, guys. We love you. We love you.
See you next week. Bye-bye.